guys, what's up? Protein fills in the holes in your hair. That's how you're going to increase your porosity, by upping your protein intake for your hair. Now, porosity, if you don't know, let me give a quick definition. You have low porosity if your hair strand, like say this is my hair strand, you are a low porosity. Excuse me, did I say this is how to decrease your porosity? If I said increase in the beginning of this video, ignore that. How to decrease your porosity. You have low porosity hair if your cuticle is pretty much almost solid. There are not many holes in your cuticles. So you have solid, single cuticle strand of hair. It's pretty solid. You have low porosity. And if you have high porosity, you have a lot of holes in your hair, naturally, okay? That's the difference between low and high porosity. Low porosity hair tends to stay moisturized for a longer period of time once you get the moisture into your hair. It absorbs water a little bit slower because the cuticles are pretty much stay closed, and you know, water has a tiny bit more difficult time getting in there. But water gets into everybody's hair, as everybody knows. So water will get into a person's hair with low porosity. So once the water gets in there, it tends to stay a little bit better, and your hair stays moisturized longer and looks better and healthier in general because it's not drying out so quickly. When you have highly porous hair, your cuticles are lifted a little bit. I said holes. Yeah, you will have holes. Sometimes you have holes in your hair from lack of protein. But your cuticles tend to be lifted a little bit more, and you know, when you put moisture in your hair, like when you put water on your hair or whatever, the moisture will escape quicker and your hair will be drier and look dry and be dry, generally speaking. And when you have highly porous hair, you'll have to seal all the time. And it's not a big hassle if you know what you're doing, but it can be, you know. And it's a bigger struggle to make your hair look healthy when your hair is extremely high porosity, because you just lose moisture like that. You know what I mean? So yeah, this is just my personal experience. You know, I'm not licensed or anything at this moment. At this moment, who knows in the future? But this is just my personal experience, right? So this is how I know that I increased my porosity with protein. I know that my hair is high porosity, okay? Because I always need to seal. When your hair is highly porous, you lose moisture really quick. You need to seal often to keep your hair moisturized. Also, there's the whole strand test where you soak it in a jar of water, whatever. Let's not get into that. You can look at that. I'm trying to make this video not so long, so this is why I'm talking kind of fast. But this is the point. I know I have highly porous hair, and I always seal with castor oil. So I'll put water on my hair, because water is moisture. I'll put water, and maybe if I want to put a leave-in, maybe. But I'll seal with castor oil. Castor oil will be the last thing that I put on my hair because it's a really good sealant for me. Okay? And for most people, for a lot of people I've seen on YouTube too. So that's how I always seal. And then I started using a protein shampoo and conditioner. GPB, Aubrey Organics shampoo and conditioner. And then I continued to do my normal thing, which is sealing with castor oil. And I noticed that the sealing was less effective. How do I know this? Because when I did my normal castor oil sealing, instead of kind of melding with my hair as the castor oil really does and making my hair look shiny, that's what it used to do, okay? Just make it kind of naturally, it doesn't dissolve. I know it sits on top of the hair, but it is more uniform on top of the hair, and it just makes the hair look shiny. That's what it used to do. When I started using the shampoo conditioner, the protein shampoo and conditioner, it sat on top of my hair and was like beating like little balls of castor oil. So it was like beating on top of my hair, and I'm like, why is it not like smoothing and being nice like it usually is? It just made my hair look crazy. Like I had these water droplets all over, and it was like it was just looking crazy. And I know the reason why it wasn't melding as well with my hair is because I had filled in some of the holes in my hair, or a lot of the holes in my hair, with the protein. So I had increased my porosity you know, I'll be temporarily or whatever the case may be. Because obviously if I stop using the protein completely, eventually my hair will go back to how it was, and the castor oil sealing will work as well as it did before. So if you want to decrease your porosity, use protein. Do a protein treatment, I would say no more than twice a month. Okay, twice a month. If you want to increase, I keep saying increase. If you want to decrease your porosity, use a protein treatment twice a month, and then you can reduce to once a month. Yeah, and that way it made my hair shinier. I'm not even joking. My hair stayed moisturized longer. Like, it didn't feel Sahara dry desert like it usually did, yeah. It didn't feel like desert dry. The integrity of my hair increased. It was shinier. It looked darker because it was more moisturized. It didn't change the color of my hair, but when your hair is more moisturized, it'll tend to look darker, and I've heard other people say that too on YouTube. So my hair was just glistening. It really was glistening. Like, when I pulled it, it was just glistening. It just made my braid outs look better, and my twist up, whatever I put in my hair, it just looked better. And I was like, whoa, you know what I mean? Amazing. So, and it was more moisturized, and it looked better. That's the thing about it. It looked better. Look, and you care about what your hair looks like. It looked better because it stayed more moisturized, because the moisture wasn't escaping, and I had decreased my porosity. So the reason why I tell you don't do it more than twice a month, because I was detangling my hair one week, and I noticed one single weird hair, like it was elongated and stretched, and it looked like it was straightening out. And that was it for me. I'm like, I can't be using this once a week anymore, because I used it once a week, way too much. I can't be doing that. I wash my hair once a week. So that's why I say don't do it more than twice a month, because protein fills in the gaps and the holes in your hair. It was starting to fill in my kinks. And I don't want nothing to fill in my kinks. Like, I love my kinks, you know, my coils. So I'm like, no, you don't want to do that. So obviously you don't want protein damage. Apparently that is possible. I didn't even know that was possible, but yeah. So you don't want to use too much protein, but you want to use enough to where you decrease your porosity so you can retain that moisture for longer and have your hair look shinier and healthier for a longer period of time until you wash it again. So twice a month when you're just starting out, to really like jolt your hair with that protein that it really wants. And you know, you can taper off. You can then start using it once a month if your hair just loves it. Or you can just stop altogether for a while until you feel like doing it again. You know, so yeah, that's how you decrease your porosity in your hair. And this is my personal experience. This is what worked for me, and I love it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was helpful for you, and thanks for watching. Later.